well, talking of people for who have more money than sense as well, should we move to Harry and Meghan? Right. Carole, what have they done? They've gone to a premiere in Jamaica.
What they've done is they've gone to a premiere of a Bob Marley movie in Kingston in Jamaica. But the controversial thing is, and God knows why they've gone there. I mean, are they such big Bob Marley fans they have to cross the continent to get there? But anyway, the crime, in quotes, that they've committed is they have posed alongside Jamaica's Prime Minister, a guy called Andrew Holness. Now, Andrew Holness has made clear last year, when Wills and Kate were visiting, that he wants Jamaica separated from the Commonwealth, from Britain. He wants to break free, so much so that, in fact, he's going to have a referendum later this year to ask the Jamaican people if they want to be separate. Now, Harry knows full well that the Queen, how much the Queen loved the Commonwealth. He knows that. And what he's doing, this is like him sticking two fingers up at the palace and just saying, you know, he's showing his disdain for the institution by posing alongside someone who holds the monarchy and the Commonwealth in similar disdain. But the really shocking thing is that, you know, there is talk in Jamaica that they want to be separated from us because they perceive Britain now to be a racist country. Now, that would fit in very well with Meghan's agenda, who also thinks Britain is a racist country, but she particularly thinks that the monarchy is racist and that the royal family themselves are racist. So on every level, this is an insult to the
Do you think it was a deliberate two fingers up to the royal family then, Nichi?
I do think it was deliberate, but I slightly disagree with Carole because I think what's done for Jamaica with the Commonwealth is the Windrush scandal. I think so many people have just thought, well, what was that for? I came here, I worked hard, I paid my taxes, I served this country, and then you've kind of said, oh, we don't respect your right to stay in this country. Obviously, you know, Jamaica's been independent since, 1961? So there's been a long time for people to sort of think, well, why do we still have a British head of state? And King Charles himself knows that popularity is kind of waning. I think it's natural that we just part ways from them.
I don't think that's a problem, actually, Nichi, but I think the fact this guy wants to just break up the Commonwealth, which really was hugely important to the Queen, and we know if Harry had stayed within the royal family, he was going to deploy with his wife, who loves to tell us that she's a woman of colour, to do a lot of work in the Commonwealth. So there he is. Yeah. Here he is now, posing for photographs with a guy who wants to wreck it from within, which I think it's unconscionable.
I understand, but his opinion, his belief, whether we believe it's actually his belief or not, is that, you know, the Commonwealth is effectively colonial, that we have treated certain states, you know, with disdain. But
Harry's giving it credence. But Harry's giving it credence by being with them.
Well, right, but he's, you know, that's the line that he would trot out, isn't it? I mean, I find it really interesting that actually one of the biggest problems with Commonwealth countries is the fact that they have terrible LGBT laws. You know, like in Jamaica, it is really, really dangerous to be a gay man. And that law is a Victorian law that came from Britain. Now, if you want to do something good for the Commonwealth, why do you start repealing all that stuff or working on campaigning on that?
There's about 30 countries, actually, in the Commonwealth where it's very difficult to be gay.
Absolutely.
Because I've been to one or two of them and I thought, oh dear,
that's a sort of nuance that Harry and Meghan won't think about in a situation like this, isn't it, Carole?
I think they're motivated by spite and revenge, and I think that's exactly what this is about. Why would you go to Kingston, Jamaica, to watch a movie?
Yeah, you could
Seriously?
Watch it in California.
Oh, they such big
watch it in California.
Fans.
I'd never noted it. Had you?
No, not at all. And I just think they know this was going to get them worldwide coverage. They need to keep their profiles up to make more money, to get more contracts. We know their popularity in America is waning. They're the butt of jokes at every big gathering there is now. So I think they did this on purpose.
You see, Meghan might say, look, where was she from? Was she Jamaican, her roots? I can't remember where.
Actually.
She would say, my Afro-Caribbean background is important to me. Yeah. I am a woman, a mixed-race woman of colour, and therefore I am now separated from the royal family. I am free to go and support...
Separated to a point.
Yeah,
I'll have my kids' titles and I'll keep my title.
Promote the issues that are important to me, and I think she's sort of free to do that.
She is free to do that, but it's just kind of very convenient that it comes off the back of that very, very negative press trip that Kate and Wills went on, remember, and there's terrible pictures of shaking hands through the fences and all that kind of stuff.
But also, she shouldn't be going as a princess. If this is what she thinks, take the titles away. Go and campaign for what you like. Campaign for any issue you want, but stop dragging the title around with you and using it to make money. I think that's what annoys a lot of people. They're monetized.
They have to keep the title.
Right, ladies, we've come to the end of that first section. Sorry, it's so brief.